using our place value chart. So we look at when we're adding with regrouping, we always tell our kids that in each place value there can be 9 or less. If it's 10 or more, then we have to regroup. We can only take 10 at a time, move it over to the next place value, and then come back to see if we have enough to make another regroup. And if not, then we go ahead and put the remaining number on our place value. So for instance, here we're looking at, today you did a word problem. Ferdinand has 38 toy cars. And I always tell my kids to underline what the 38 represents. So 38 represents toy cars. So we ask, what do we know so far? Well, we know that Ferdinand, a person named Ferdinand, has 38 cars. Once we've asked that, then we move on to the next sentence. He went to the store and bought a package of 25 more cars. So that we know that 25 represents the more cars that he purchased. Right? Normally, most of the time, more will mean adding. So then we ask, here's my question. Question always goes in parentheses. My question is, how many cars does he have now? So here we're ready to build. So we know that 38, how many 10s are in 38? We say 3. 1, 2, 3. So 10, 20, 30, and 8 ones. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Now we look at the 25 more cars. We know that he's adding 25 more to already to his total of 38. So we have 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. And this is where I tell my kids, when we're ready to add, we always start in the ones place, never in the tens, always ones. So we look at our ones and we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Well, we know that we have 13 ones. My kids should know. What do we know about each place value? Well, we know that 10 ones equals 110, 110 long. We know that 10 tens equals 100, and we know that 10 100s equals 1,000. So here we have 13 ones. We know that's too many in that place value. So I always tell them reference like using the neighbor. So I say I have 10 things in my backyard, 13 things in my backyard, and I can only carry 10 over and throw it over to the neighbor's yard. So we'll say 10 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have my 10 ones. And what do we know? We know that 10 ones equals 110 long. So I'm going to go ahead and put a 10 there. I always tell my kids to go ahead and cross it out because that tells us that we are done with that. We no longer have that. We put those 10 ones together and we made a 10 long. Then we come back to ones. Do I have any more to regroup? 1, 2, 3. No. So we know that we have 3 ones left over. And then we go and add our 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nothing to regroup. So we know we have 63. Here, when we add them up on this way, I always tell my kids that we line up our numbers based on their place value. So I have 25, and then I have 38. So my 8 with the ones place, 3 in the tens place. And I always tell my kids too, if you struggle with this, go ahead and label that as tens and ones. So we have that here. Now we have that 60 plus 3 equals 63. We're not getting into the concept of regrouping just yet. We want the kids to be able to master this regrouping before we move on to this here, will be normally that 8 plus 3 is 13, right? And so on in this way. But right now we want the kids, again, to master this concept here. So, and if we look at their seat work, is the same way. So this I have here, I have 73 plus 18. Kids should already know when regrouping, we always start in the ones place. So we build our 73. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 3 ones. 1, 2, 3. 18. I have 1 10 and 8 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're ready to go ahead and add. So I have 8, 9, 10, 11. I know that there's too many, so I know that 10 ones equals 110 long. So I'm going to take this, regroup it here, make your 10, cross this out, and I know that I am left with 1. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nothing to regroup, so we have 9 in the tens place. So I have 90 plus 1 will give me 91. And for kids that struggle with writing things nice and neatly, I always tell them you're more than welcome to split your place value chart in half. That way, you know, I can build my 35 here on the top. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then my 42 I can build down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2. So we go ahead and see if we need to regroup. You can go ahead and add in our ones place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nothing to regroup. That's 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nothing to regroup there, so 7. So we know that 35 plus 42 is 77. So right now we're just doing the basic concepts of just regrouping with our base 10 blocks. In the following week we will start doing away with this and going into that concept that we talked about, where we're now building it this way and adding the +1. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me and let me know. If you need an extra handout, please send me a message on Remind. Thank you.